So now we're going to talk about some of the challenges that we faced and how we overcame those challenges. So the plantation was quite an issue for us at the beginning because we obviously realised how little biodiversity was in there, the lack of light and undergrowth. We weren't sure how we could improve this habitat type for wildlife. So we got advice to clear fell the whole site whilst the wood was still worth selling. So we contemplated this idea. The income generated from the wood would have allowed us to reinvest into the project and do more good. But unfortunately, this would have meant a lot of ground disturbance. Access would have been a bit of an issue to extract the wood with large machinery on the site. So this was a problem, and also we realised the goshawks were here. So again, a protected species, we really didn't want to risk losing them. So we also realised that the habitat was being used by certain animals such as insects, woodpeckers, as you can see on this dead standing tree, and also the goshawks. So eventually we decided against that option, and we are still discussing what's the best action to take. So as mentioned before, we do have Ash Dieback on the site, which is a fungus that originated around 30 years ago from Asia. Now, the Woodland Trust estimate that about 80% of the ash in the UK will die from this disease, which will change the landscape forever. And for many species that rely on ash, this could be devastating. So this again illustrates the importance of only sourcing and planting trees that are grown in the UK. Now, we've decided to leave all the ash to do its thing. It can be tempting to remove all ash trees as soon as you find the disease, but during an endemic, a proportion of trees will survive once the initial disease phase has moved through, and eventually these could be the future, a more tolerant ash population. So eventually, hopefully, there would be a balance between fungus and host. We're going to try and leave as much of the ash as possible, as deadwood is a vital part of the ecosystem. So we're going to manage only the trees necessary that are maybe causing any hazards along footpaths.